The final frontier is mind over matter. Solve all our problems here in the third dimension. We're gonna have to rise above, go up into the spirit world, call forth new systems. So it's about finding your center in the face of chaos. There's a part of me that wants to check out, and there's another part of me that just wants to fucking stare my shadow down in the face. I just love this part of myself.
My name is Sky, and I'm fascinated by fascinating people. And if you've been watching my channel Skylife for a while now, you'll also know that I am totally obsessed with what it means to live a healthy, happy life. So there's this guy who's sort of a local legend here on the west side of LA, and he's known for living a super healthy life and looking like this at the age of 53. Pretty impressive. His name is Troy Casey, aka the Certified Health Nut. He has a combined audience of more than 120,000 followers across his social media channels and promotes healthy living through some pretty interesting methods.
Troy Casey's Certified Health Nut here with Dr. P.P. SHIVAMBU. And we're talking about day 3 of our 7-day urine fast.
I recently ran into Troy at a yoga festival called Bhakti Fest, and if you've seen that video, you may remember him.
I practice the ancient art of SHIVAMBU, so I drink my urine first thing in the morning.
After talking to Troy for quite a while that day, I was reminded of how fascinating this guy actually is. Despite being a little questioning of the urine drinking technique and some of the other practices he talks about, I was very inspired by his confidence, passion, and how amazing he looks for his age. So I decided to spend a day with him and see how he lives his life. I knew this would be a day I couldn't experience alone, so I decided to bring my friend Perry along for the ride so we could spend a day in the life of Troy Casey, the Certified Health Nut. And we're here to meet with Troy Casey, Certified Health Nut. Did you do any research before this, Perry?
I scrolled through his Instagram for like 25 seconds. The one thing I did note was him facing his butthole toward the sun. This is our guy.
It's our guy.
Is that really him?
Troy Casey,
He's so
local
Christ-like.
legend.
I'm gonna press your filmmaking skills to the limit.
Let's do it.
We're all in.
Hey, Dylan.
Hey.
It's good to meet you, man.
Troy.
Hey.
Hey, good to see you.
Hey, yoga.
Yoga. All right, man. What a great name. Thank you. What's up, cameraman?
SRIVAS.
SRIVAS. You guys got all yoga names. All right, well, come on in.
Thanks, man.
This is the current iteration of my home. Yeah, please take off your shoes. Yeah, we got the kids, so you guys are gonna have a full experience today. This is their wake up time.
We're waking up the kids.
I like to consider myself as a fully integrated human being, right? I'm a businessman, I'm a father, I like to tell jokes. Sometimes I have bad moments. I'm 100% me at all times. You're just gonna get a different part of my personality at different times, and the Certified Health Nut is one of those. I'm not separate from the Certified Health Nut, and it's not really a character that I play, but when I'm doing Certified Health Nut videos, I have complete poetic license to be as goofy as I want to. My main objective in any day is to feel good enough to be presentable to the world.
Troy, you have so many supplements over here. Are we gonna like discuss what these are?
Look at all of these elixirs.
All the potions and elixirs.
This is Hogwarts. I'm Hufflepuff.
My main go-to is my liquid sunshine. So it's all organic wheatgrass and spirulina. I like to put a little bit of pine pollen in there. It's supposed to be good for erectile dysfunction, or in my case, erectile function. I just want to make sure everything's working.
Does that come in like the super size?
It works like a charm, don't worry.
So I'm sure today we're gonna learn more about your diet, what you eat every day, because I'm very curious about that as well.
This is just dried plants.
You
So
just take supplements, that's
you
it.
can call them supplements, but they're dried plants.
Right.
Yeah.
That's food.
Right?
Yeah.
I call this an herbal salad.
That's,
That was like 10 capsules.
I take half a vitamin C and I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna choke.
Organic superfood business is crushing it right now.
It is.
Which is good because we need to get the world healthy. We need clean air, water, and soil, and we need conscious, clean, clear human beings first and foremost to change the systems.
And then you said sometimes you will eat food. So when is that? When you actually like eat food?
When I'm hungry.
When you're hungry.
Yeah. So my job's to get the world healthy. That's my job. I created it. I don't like working for other people. It's very challenging for me to work for other people. So I have to create my own business opportunities. So I work with organic herbs. I've been working with herbs for 30 years myself. About 15 years ago, I started monetizing my efforts with herbal companies.
Why is it?
That's actually really
very
good.
Sweet.
We put organic stevia and Lohan Go in it. That's one facet of my business. People are coming to me for solutions. I have a nutritional program I can put people on. So I do retreats, workshops, online programs, and then of course I do elite one-on-one coaching and personal retreats here in Los Angeles. Okay, so you guys got your hot
Yeah, we
beverages
got
here.
some.
Let's do some breath work, baby. The thing about filming my bed and stuff is people judge, but you know, it's like whatever. It's okay because I want to show this because the fact of the matter is, well, life throws you curveballs, and you know, it's not always the way you like it. So my wife called for a divorce a couple of years ago. I didn't really want it, but she asked for it. So I'm very grateful for my humble abode. I made the best of it. The kids had to make the best of it as well. And sleeping on the floor keeps me humble. With my ego, I like to keep humble as best I can, you know, to keep that in check. So when I went through a divorce, the process was so painful that I really had to go in. A friend of mine taught me breath work. It instantly helped me. So I would wake up 4 o'clock in the morning, paranoid, gasping, and then I would just start breathing. Just getting into my body and just start breathing, flooding my body with oxygen. So what I like to do is 30 to 50 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. I like to get my spine into it sometimes. I think the universe is always mirroring back to us, you know, where we are. And you know, I specialize in healing. My commitment is to my own enlightenment in my lifetime. Exhale all the way. Gratitude for me is everything. One of my mentors told me it's the highest form of love. I just know that the opposite really showed up in my life. When I wasn't grateful for the small things in my life turned to shit. When I implemented gratitude, little things in my life began to change, and those little things turned into big things. I'm so grateful for everything, even the bad stuff that's in my life, because it's teaching me in the moment. My brother challenged me to a gratitude journal. 3 things you're grateful for first thing in the morning, and 3 things you're grateful at the end of the night. It saved my life. You know, what can I say? I was in that complaining, blaming loop. I'm human just like everyone else, and the human condition is real, right? So these practices can help ground me. I guess you could just look at it as simply we got injured. We couldn't solve our problems. She called for the divorce, and it was literally the best thing that happened to the family because it just cleared everything. You know, she started working with plant medicines on her own. I was doing my internal work. A year later, after that, she came back to me and we started working together with plant medicine. And then we had an opportunity to go to an ayahuasca retreat. All was forgiven, all was forgotten. So it was really an internal job, even though we did it together. I just let her have her own process. We're about to move back in together, and I'm just committed and devoted at a completely different level that I'd never been before. I've heard that chairs are the new cholesterol. So most of your neck pain and back pain are gonna go away with 2 minutes of hanging every day. You do it, I'm gonna jump in a cold shower.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, whee!
If we're truly gonna change the world, then I have to lead myself. And I did the research on education and how the brain works and brain functions. So I send my children to the Waldorf school system because it honors the child as a spiritual being coming in from the spiritual plane to the physical plane. They honor the brain development of the child. Waldorf teaches the kids how to think, not what to think. My dream and choice for rearing my children is to provide them an atmosphere for them to go deeper in their understanding of themselves, and then from there utilize their brain and the laws of alchemy to create whatever the mind can envision, whatever their hearts desire. They can program their mind to create their reality. We're not really taught that in school. I was on my own since I was 14 years old. And so I believe that resilience and strength and character help you in the long run. Schooling and programming by the industrial age school system, is very short-lived. And so they need very practical skills and tools. And that's my job as a parent, to help them understand that.
You know when cats go like this? You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
Cats.
Yeah.
They wake you up like that?
This cats do qigong.
Qi means energy and gong means practice. So this is an energy cultivation practice. So what I like to do is a little bit of bioenergetics, really just shake the tissues out. You can find a good space and just get grounded and stay there. And then you can just shake it out one hand at a time.
Ooh.
Right? Get the backside going. Get that fascia moving, right? Move it or lose it. To get the emotional stuff through the body,
Yeah, get
right?
the trauma out of the body.
The purpose of exercise is to move the lymph, and exercise is a necessity, not a luxury. The shoulders in front,
Oh, this feels
Whoa,
so nice.
dude.
right? It's so simple.
Oh,
Feels like I'm about to rap battle someone.
get it, right? Let's do that freestyle.
So my mission is to raise human consciousness and change all systems on the planet. My vision is clean air, water, soil, equitable systems for all mankind in my lifetime. We've got a failing medical system. We've got a failing educational system. We've got a failing transportation system. We're still running on fossil fuels, known pollution for many, many years. And not that these things have not brought us to the level where we're at, it's just time to evolve. So you're playing with all levels of your nervous system, your consciousness, your musculoskeletal system. You're getting energy from the sun, you're getting energy from the earth. You're stretching out your fingers, arms, your shoulders.
I feel like Tony Stark.
We didn't do the pee drinking. I was expecting maybe that was a thing, but that's kind of something you just do.
I can do that
Whenever.
anytime. Plus I have my aged urine underneath the and we could talk about topical aged urine.
Bro.
Depends on how deep the rabbit hole you want to go.
We are gonna go down the rabbit hole. I'm all in. We're here for the full experience, Troy. Fine urine.
Yeah.
Fine aged urine enemas.
This urine has a nice bouquet to it.
Aged for 14 years.
Yes, yes, yes.
Just being in the energy of golds means business. It's serious, and I like that. Plus, you have all the old timers. There's a lot of positivity there. And, you know, in the world today, there's a lot of negativity. To be able to walk into an area with that much positivity is, in my humble opinion, beneficial. Grab my calves and then come on over here.
Right. Gotta get the calves.
Grab this.
That's rough.
Wow.
That's hard.
That was impressive.
I'm getting in the gym. I'm getting blood to the muscle. And I'm getting out of the gym. You want to live your life in the gym. You don't have to be a gym rat to look healthy, feel healthy. You know, flexing your muscles is an exercise too, you know? It's keeping them in shape. Yeah.
What is next in our day together?
So we're gonna go over to the Man Tribe Enclave and think about climbing in an ice bath. That's a little bit.
Ice bath.
There's no.
Let me fill this one up.
The ice bath cuts the shit. Whatever's not essential's gotta go. Just helps you get clear quick. The final frontier is mind over matter. Einstein said you can't solve a problem with the same level of mind that created it. So it's about finding your center in the face of chaos. So I like to get out, do some bioenergetics. The full body orgasm going. Break up any kind of adhesions, electrical impingements. Get over here, I'll show you the drunken monkey qigong. Get into a horse stance, activate your primal animal, your adductors, your glutes, your core, your groin. This is a good primal position for taking a shit. When you're in a full squat, it activates intestinal motility. I'm just happy that my body functions at 53 like it did when I was 16.
Please God, someone tell me what's going on.
Explain it, Ronnie. It clearly needs a lot of explaining.
Yeah, what's happening right now?
In the West, we're taught that we only attain energy from our mouth and our nose, right? The primary energy centers of our human technology is right here.
Right there.
Okay, like this is actually where we make another life. And so when we look at what our prime energy source is, what is it?
It's our asshole.
It's the electric sun.
Oh, okay.
That's the source, right? So we want to make sure we're getting all of our solar cells into the sun.
Like I can feel this totally going, energizing up my butthole. Well, the sun on your scrotum increases testosterone. That's well known.
This is man shit. This is man tribe.
You got the colder one over here for sure.
Perry, you get the colder one.
Wait, can you see this on
Now
camera?
you're putting all of the ice in mine.
This is literally a chunk of ice.
One full movement, get in, sit down, dunk your head, plug your ears, plug your nose, whatever. Get the pineal gland lit up. If you fight it, it'll fight you back. Get in and sit down and dunk your head. All in one move. Go.
Okay.
Oh
Don't
my
think about it.
Oh, Perry, let's get it.
Keep going. Dunk down. That's it. Sky got it. Okay. Now just get back there. Now drop all your thoughts into your heart. So just drop in and keep dropping in. Keep playing with your edge. Surrender. Surrender. Infinite surrender. Keep going in. Keep going deeper. Let go of what you think you know. This is mind over matter.
50 seconds, 5
Great.
Woo!
This will get the blood back to the fingers.
Oh my god.
Feel your
That's
power.
one of the things that doesn't translate to how
Yeah.
cold it is on
Yeah.
camera, but trust me. Oh man. All right, butthole thing, you first. He is like the ultimate man. Wish he was my friggin' brother.
Perry's gonna join the man tribe now.
Yeah.
Eventually, once I'm hungry enough, because I like to do a large fasting window, maybe 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon or so, I'll have a macro meal. Miss Health Nut came over here and she made me a sweet potato hash. It has a little bit of maple syrup in it, butter. Then we have pasture-raised eggs with no soy, no corn, no garbage. It's all bug-fed, grass-fed chickens. And you can tell that by the orange yolk. It's not yellow, it's orange. Then we have organic Canadian bacon. So remember, when it comes to food, the conversation isn't necessarily what you eat, but the quality of what you eat. So this is all natural, high quality food. My friend, Dr. KHALSA, he's like the healing cowboy. He's into it all. He's a really good friend. I've known him for 10 or 15 years. This is typical hardcore shamanic medicine. I'm not always looking forward to it. I have a lot of trepidation.
It was the most painful experience in my life by far.
Can you explain exactly what this method is called?
PETA.
It's Chinese.
PETA.
aka slapping.
Slapping.
And it comes from Chinese medicine.
Yeah, it's ancient Chinese medicine. It predates traditional Chinese medicine. It's the original Chinese medicine, and it's still practiced today in China in monastery. Yes, this is
Wait.
from the slapping.
Okay, I need to ask an immediate question I have,
Yes.
which is why would you do something that causes?
Well, I'm going to explain. He had a chronic knee injury for 2 decades. One treatment, and it was healed.
What?
Yeah, because, and this is the answer to your question, is massive stem cell release. When you do this technique, you're getting a huge dump of stem cells into the tissue. Okay, and the body's doing it. It's literally like going and getting a $10,000 stem cell injection, and all you're doing is slapping a point.
Yep.
So when you slap it, it brings the toxicity up, but once it's cleared, it never comes back.
It's no different from bloodletting or some forms of acupuncture and cupping.
Just give me your arm.
Okay.
So just,
You're gonna do the whole 5 minutes?
no, I'll just do like a minute, not even that. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, just relax. Okay, just relax. Everything relax. Let it go. Let it go. Relax everything. Let's do it till we get a little. It's already getting red.
Oh my God.
See, look at that.
Oh, ow!
Yeah. And this is, look at
Okay.
See, now look at, you're already starting, look at, it's already getting soft. It's already getting soft.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That was like 30 seconds. Yeah.
Can you see this?
Oh my God.
Stay calm, breathe, breathe.
Okay. Okay. Oh my God.
Here's my take. If I knew that 150% that this is, because I don't know, I haven't researched this, I have no clue. If I knew, oh, this is so effective, this is the best thing for your body, maybe I would endure it, but I don't know enough to endure that type of pain with not thinking, this is just bruising the shit out of my
just
arm.
so you know, just the fact that that came out in 30 seconds, I would say you have disease in your body.
This is powerful and painful medicine. So for a healer to be able to administer it, they're gonna have to have the right frame of mind. So he's the type of guy that I want on the job.
Right, so just breathe, relax, meditate. So this is a healing and not a torture, it's a healing. So we're just releasing the pain, not causing pain, releasing the pain. Woo! All right.
Champion!
Let's see what it looks like. Wow. Let's see that. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh. Yeah. Get a little sweaty.
Just keep going, baby.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Next 5 minutes. Breathe. Woo! Let it go. Let it rip.
Time.
Oh, motherfucker. All right, what's the next one, man?
Other leg.
Inside?
Same thing.
Ah!
Let that shit out.
Ah!
There's a part of me that wants to check out, and there's another part of me that just wants to fucking stare my shadow down in the face.
Heal, 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 heal.
I swear to God, you want to find God, you want to pray to God, you gotta fucking do this, man. Ah, man, I feel all of my pain. I transmute all the pain for everyone on this planet. It's riding that pain threshold, riding that edge. You know, praying to God, accepting all things.
Nice. So work through that, buddy.
That was probably one of the most intense 30 minutes I've ever been through in my life. It was no walk in the park, I'll say that, but you know what? It's a big mind over matter, and if we're going to create our dreams and create sustainability on this planet, we've got to overcome where our mental constructs are right now.
I'm honestly like tempted to want to do it just to see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
Like,
you.
does it make you kind of want to
Oh,
do
very
it?
curious. I mean, I feel like watching it, I have PTSD.
Perry, next collab.
I think I gotta go.
What do you think is the meaning of life?
To live it. I mean, but live it fully.
Yeah.
And
What
part
is-
of life is understanding death.
Do you believe our souls are eternal?
I try not to have too many beliefs. As human beings, we fucked ourselves, so we have to learn how to unfuck ourselves, right? Don't worry about the old systems. They're gonna fall away.
Yeah.
They're already rotten. They're already rotten.
This has been awesome. My man. Bring it in.
Oh, bring it in.
And we did it without having to drink pee.
Well, how long has that been sitting in there for?
Like 2 years. This stuff is so amazing for your skin.
Does it stink?
It smells like ammonia.
Let me smell.
Harry, smell that. Smell that shit. Wait, should I?
You really want to smell it? Thing is, it's my pee, so I like it.
Dude,
Right?
I can't even.
You like the smell of your own pee?
So it's fermented urine. I use this thing to inject it up into my anus, and the parasites that I saw come out of my body were incredible.
You injected this up your butt,
Yep.
and parasites came out.
That's
Dude,
correct.
It smells like pee in here so bad.
Aged urine enemas. It's one of the more, powerful medicines. But the fact of the matter is, I've been doing it for 15 years, and I like it.
Look at you. It works. And you put it on your face too.
Yeah, topically.
This is a golden shower. This is the
What would
definition
you
of what
say
a golden shower is.
I mean, this is the beauty secret of all beauty secrets.
Beauty gurus, take notes.
I think Raquel Welch did this.
Does the pee work in a pheromone way where it's
Yep.
your own pheromones?
Chicks want to fuck me. You pee a little bit out. This is the morning pee when it's the darkest, right? And then you pee in the cup. And then you pee the rest out, and you just drink this. It's actually one of my favorite things to drink. And the thing is that the morning pee is the most rewarding. It really teaches you, like, the health of your body and what you need to adjust immediately.
Dude, you are the man, bro.
Perry, you're next.
Just wash that cup out and I'll do it.
Oh my god.
So this is my old modeling book, and this is 1991 in Miami. This is with Will Ferrell in our underoos. I shot this for GQ. This was 2006. This is doing Versace in Miami. I crushed Miami in the 90s. Yeah.
Oh my, wait, go back. Look at your
Hi.
jaw, dude. I'm drinking my own pee.
And then my good friend Steve Lyons shot me on a $48,000 Leica. My new book, Ripped at 50, A Journey to Self-Love, will have the keys to longevity, the secret to immortality. It'll be out very soon. Ripped at 50.
Right as we're about to leave, he pulls this out and we're like, who are you?
Fascinating.
Fascinating.
All right,
Thank
well-
you so much.
Dude, thank you guys. We got to give the Shivambu bump, right?
Yeah, because we would love to hug you, but you are covered in urine.
Covered in my own urine.
Today was an experience of a lifetime. This is the most interesting, fascinating day I've had in a long time, and I feel very fulfilled. Like, I feel like I've experienced life today.
Yeah.
Fully. Pain, meaning, urine, life. And to that, we move on.
Peace.
My skepticism about some of the wild techniques Troy uses is irrelevant to how inspired I am by him, because he is setting an example for us all to own whatever it is that makes us feel healthy, happy, and grateful, and not to care what anyone else has to say about it. He doesn't care what others think. He lives life to the fullest, and he was able to take control of his life and his mental health during a challenging time. He isn't afraid of pain and suffering. He welcomes it, knowing that it's part of life and he can handle it. I want to give a huge thank you to Troy for welcoming us into his life with open arms and teaching us so much that day. I've put a link to pre-order his book, #RippedAt50, in the video description below. That is it for this episode of Sky Life. I want to thank you so much for watching, and remember, you have the power to thrive. You have the power to live your best life ever.